Welcome to Pollen Weather by Pollen Wise App. It's Tuesday, August 4th. I'm Landon Bunderson, and this is the place for daily allergy news and forecasts. Today we'll do another highlight on mold, but first we'll do the forecast. Pollen levels continue to be suppressed in the east by wet weather. The folks in South Carolina are more worried about a tropical storm than pollen or mold right now. Hoping everybody stays safe. For the rest of you, pollen levels are mostly in the 50s and 60s, northern Utah standing out as the only place where pollen will peak in the 80s or even 90s today. Mold levels are high around northern Utah and the surrounding area. Also, Oklahoma City and Texas are going to have high mold today. The storm that is on the edge of the Front Range of Colorado and northward will likely make its way across the country, keeping Midwest mold down for another week or so. If the Midwest and eastern U.S. can get a week of dry weather, we're going to see very high mold. It can't rain forever. Air quality going backwards in the west thanks to dry weather and fires. Salt Lake City, Las Vegas, El Paso, and Central California are some of the worst spots. Gusty conditions in the lower Central Valley, California expected today. That'll kick up a fair amount of dust, pollen, and mold, so I wouldn't be surprised if levels surge even higher than predicted there. That pocket of cool air over the upper Midwest is moving out slowly, but the northern U.S. states and southern provinces of Canada should get a few more mild days. In the last few weeks, we've added a sensor to the Oklahoma City area. We're excited to have the sensor there. There's already a lot of excitement around having hourly data in Oklahoma City, which, as you probably know, is in the middle of Ragweed Alley. It's also a place where mold levels tend to get quite high. In fact, yesterday in the Oklahoma City area, mold rose to the mid-80s. As you heard on the forecast, we expect that to happen again today. 80s are considered a very high reading, and if you're allergic to mold, this could be the cause of a significant allergy attack. But if you dive into the data for yesterday, you'll find that the very high level only lasted 1 hour. That's right, mold went to very high for about an hour and then dropped back down to a moderate level. So at 7 a.m. Central Time, the mold index was 48. At 8 a.m., the mold index shot up to 82, and then at 10 a.m., mold was back down to 40. As we've discussed in other videos, the cause of this could be windy conditions, excavation, or plowing fields. In this particular case, I don't see a smoking gun, but I'm leaning towards excavation or some kind of soil disturbance because conditions were not gusty. If you go back across the last few days in Oklahoma City, peak levels have crept higher and higher every day. We'll keep an eye on these trends and let you know if this continues. Thanks for listening. Obviously, you can get these videos on the Pollen Wise app, the best allergy app in the world. And if you miss a forecast, you can also find us on YouTube. Search Pollen Channel. If you do watch on YouTube, like and subscribe. Thanks for listening.